everybody, and welcome to your last shred workout. So we are going to be doing a full body burn session today. A little bit of cardio, a little bit of core, a lot of fun. Today I have with me Katie and Kelly, and we will be showing you guys some different variations that you can do. So remember, you can always modify anything that we do today, and we'll be showing you that along the way. So let's go ahead and take those legs out wide and just start off with a little side stretch here. So we have 6 exercises of strength, and then that's followed up by 4 exercises of cardio, then 2 exercises of core. We repeat that full circuit twice through. It's gonna be a blast, and then you're out of here. So it's quick and effective, and you guys will really feel that burn. Let's go ahead and straighten out those legs, reach all the way down, just reaching down low for the ground, and roll it back up to the top. We're gonna start in a step back position here. So go ahead and press that hip forward, reach those arms all the way up, and then we're gonna step forward and just switch over to the other side. So we are doing some balance stuff today, so it will be normal for you to kind of wobble all over the place, and we probably will be wobbling too, so don't you worry. Just know that as you start to progress yourself in these workouts, you're gonna start to get stronger and stronger with that ankle strength and your stability. So just do what you can to really stay focused and try to stare at something that's not moving, and that should typically help. Good, let's go ahead and step it up into a little jog now. So just running those legs out, you guys can modify here by just stepping up to the top. So for most moves today, we'll be looking at Kelly over here for our modifications. Katie and I will be alternating between some advanced moves. Depending on how tired we are, we may alternate back and forth. It's gonna be a great workout, you guys. Let's go ahead and step it out into a jack. Taking those arms out and in. Modification right here, which Kelly's doing, is just a step out to the side. And guys, there's no shame in modifying. I actually like these jacks better than regular jacks, so you can always stay there. And just make sure you're pushing your pace here. In 3, 2, 1, let's go down into a squat. We're gonna squat down and up. Sitting back into those heels, keep your chest up. Arms come out in front as you sit back. Good, we're gonna add in a little knee drive. So drive that knee, step back down, and drive. Nice. So starting to work that core in now here. Whew. Should already start to feel warm here, getting that heart rate up. Body warm, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, arm crosses, open up that chest. What you will need for today's workout is a medium set of weights and a light set. Know that you guys can change out weights at any point in time. Take those arms up and around. You can switch out those weights if you need to, if it gets a little too heavy, or vice versa, if you don't feel the burn. Go ahead and bring it back opposite way. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get it started. So, medium dumbbell here. We're gonna go into a squat to upright row. Legs will be wider than shoulder width apart. We're gonna squat down, reach that weight down to the ground. Pull up, elbow higher than that hand. So that's our first move. Then we switch over and do the other side, 30 seconds. Are you guys ready? All right, let's go ahead and start with the dumbbell in our left hand. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Drop it down and pull. So with this, a lot of times when we're working one arm, we typically see a little shift in that lower body. I want you guys to really make sure you're going straight back, not shifting out to the side. In the event that that weight is too heavy, you can still just use that arm. Remembering in our other workouts, we taught ourselves that our arms actually weigh a little bit here, so you can still feel that burn and still get an effective workout. You just have to keep your body moving. And switch right into it, other side, let's go. So pulling that hand up, elbow is up, leading towards that ceiling. And then make sure you're not curling your wrist too. So you want to keep your wrist nice and straight, punching down for that ground and lifting back up. You've got this, you guys, keep it up. Nice job. 8 seconds to go. Let's get a little bit lower. Really reach down. In 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and grab both dumbbells now. We're gonna go into a half hammer curl to rotation. So hands are gonna lift up, we're gonna rotate out, and then set back down. Kelly's gonna show a band modifier back there, so even if you guys don't have heavy enough dumbbells to feel this, you'll be able to use a band too. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift up, out, and down. Now there's 2 different variations for grip here. Katie's demonstrating that hammer curl, which her palms are actually facing towards each other. So if you guys see, she's keeping a nice tall chest up to the top. She's opening up that rib cage and expanding that chest as she reaches out. Good job, Katie. Kelly over here, palms are facing up towards the ceiling, making it a little bit harder on the bicep and shoulder. Still phenomenal workout and really, really good for that postural muscle up in the upper back. Nice work, you guys. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming down to the ground. They were so excited I put this move in here. So we're gonna go into a push-up, sarcasm, you know. So push-up stance with one dumbbell. The good thing about this move is that the dumbbell is there, so you don't have to get as low. But we're gonna go down to a push-up. You're gonna drop down, press up, and go into one row. Our modification, down onto the knees, and then lift up. Ready? And go. Start it up. So I'm gonna come over to Katie again, showing you guys this move right here. Notice she's dropping as low as she can to that dumbbell. You may not be to the point where you can actually touch your chest to the dumbbell, but that is the goal, is to be able to get down there. Nice job, and then pull that hand right up next to the side of the rib cage, so full range of motion all the way up. This move is a little bit longer in duration because we're alternating sides. So if you haven't started alternating, go ahead and switch over to the other side now. So same thing. Now notice if she's starting to get a little bit fatigued, you want to keep those hips up too. So go ahead and drop down and then press back up. Yes, keeping those hips up nice and high. How's it going over there, Kelly? Woo, nice work. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, you guys. We're gonna flip over onto our back. Grabbing a heavier dumbbell here, going into our skull crusher. So take that hand. You can either grab one dumbbell or two. We're going to drop those hands down and lift the hips up. So we're gonna press up, hips come up, dumbbell comes up. Lift up and down. Go ahead and begin. So elbows are in next to the sides. They're really drawn in tight here. We're gonna press those hands up and then down. You wanna squeeze that dumbbell really tight here. It's called a skull crusher, but we don't actually want you to drop your dumbbell. So make sure you're squeezing that dumbbell tight and then dropping it down and back behind the head. So lift straight up to the ceiling, Katie, straight up. So drop down, yes, there you go. Bend the elbows and press back up. That's it, nice job, you guys, keep it up. Working that bridge here too, so pressing those hips up and squeezing the glutes. We're gonna set that dumbbell down onto the hips in 3, 2, set the dumbbell down, going into weighted pulses here. So down and up, pressing into those heels, keeping a constant moving motion with those hips. So pushing through those heels, feeling that butt, squeeze at the top, come on, you got this. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, lift higher, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up to the top, 10-second hold here. You should be feeling those glutes work right now, the back of those legs, hamstrings, everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the hips down, nice job. All right, we're gonna stand it back up to the top. We're going into an alternating reverse lunge. Heavy is what I put on here. So when you're doing this, you're gonna grab heavy dumbbells, depending on what you have at home, probably the heaviest ones you have. We're gonna just simply step back and step forward. That's it, nothing fancy, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down and back up. Now you guys can do a couple different variations here like Kelly's doing. She's turning the weight to the side. You can also do this just body weight. Say your legs are really sore from some other workouts this week. You can always just step back into that lunge. Now we've talked again before about some different variations here too. If you have knee troubles and it hurts to have that back leg back there, you can always keep that back leg slightly straight and lean forward into that front leg. You're still gonna get a great workout through that front leg. It's just a little easier on the knees here. Good job, you guys, 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set those weights down. We're gonna go into our 4 exercises of cardio. I called this the come at me, bro. So we're gonna lift that knee up. Our hands are gonna be crisscrossed across our body. We're gonna reach out and open up and lean forward and then pull back up. Our advanced variation, we're hopping off that ground. All right, we're gonna face towards you guys. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. This is the one that I told you guys you're probably gonna wobble everywhere and look like a little bit intoxicated. That's okay. We're working shoulder stability, ankle stability, a little bit of everything here right now. So if you need to slow it down and kind of step in between to gather that balance, you can. Driving that leg up and behind you and then pulling the core in tight as you lean. Yes, good job, you guys. You can step that foot in the middle as that modification. 3, 2, 1. Switching it over right into that other side. Our high intensity version here. We are jumping off of that ground, leaning slightly forward. One of the few times I will let you let your chest really drop down. Pressing that leg back and behind you into that glute leg lift. Really feeling that stretch and that lengthening through your whole leg. How's it going back there, ladies? We're almost done. In 3, 2, 1. Woo. Check it out. All right, wide stance. Throw. We're pretending like we have a ball and we are throwing it down to the ground. In 3, 2, 1, go. So throw it down, lift up and down. Our advanced variation, you are jumping off of that ground. Exhale all of your air and literally pretend like you have something super heavy and you are just throwing it, smashing it down on the ground. Hulk smash, right? Good. Our goal is to keep our body moving the entire time, ladies. So not taking a break, and you guys can see they're not just letting their arms flail around, they're using a big exhale to really powerfully throw those arms. In 3, 2, 1, catch your breath. Woo, one more move and we're on the ground. Going into a hop over with an X jack, okay? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hop it over, jumping jack. Step over, jack. So if you guys can see Kelly over here, she is actually going into that modification, which is that simple step out. So when you guys are watching her, make sure that you guys are reaching that leg out far. You can see she's doing it. You guys can do it at home too here. And then that advanced variation over here with Katie, she's going into that full X-Jack. That is intense if you really reach those arms out nice and wide, but you have to reach those arms out. Nice job, you've got this. Don't smack me in the face. In 3, 2, 1, down to the ground. Woo. All right, I know these ladies love V-ups so much. So we're gonna do single leg V-ups today. Some variations for you. The hardest variation, hands back behind the head. You're going to lift up your upper body, rotate your knee to your elbow, set it back down, 30 seconds, one side. Modification right here, reaching that leg out and in, other leg is straight, or third variation, knee is bent, out and in on one side. 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's do it. So full extension lift all the way up as our highest intensity version. We are using our breath to exhale and lift up. So the number one way to get through this move is using your breath as power, rotating your body up at the top. So tall chest, big rotation, lifting and lowering. Modification right down here. Exhaling, lift up and down. 5 seconds, you've got this. In 3, 2, 1. Switching it over, other side in 3, 2, 1, let's go. I did tell you guys there's 2 core moves. Luckily, these are your only 2 moves. So there's nothing else after this. We will take a nice little break and then we will go back into it top to bottom. But don't think about that. Right now, just think about working through this move and going as hard as you can. Think about those results you want. Think about how you want your clothes to feel, how confident you want to feel, what you want to look in that swimsuit this summer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and set it down. Catching our breath, we are taking a drink of water with you on camera, so go ahead and grab a drink. It's so far away. Awesome job, you guys. These workouts are not easy. There's not a lot of breaks here. You can see us struggling a little bit, right? But we're with you. We're doing this together, okay? Whew, take some deep breaths. We're gonna go back to the top, squat to upright row. We're gonna crank this out, baby. One time through, you're out of here. Stay with us a little longer, starting with that right hand. You ready? All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Squat it down and row it up. Elbow will lift up towards that ceiling. Sitting down and pressing back through your heels. As you get tired, you might start to sink into those knees. My goal for you is to really sit back, keep those knees behind the toes, and don't even worry about how low your dumbbell gets. It's about keeping that chest up and lifting up towards the ceiling. And switch right into it, other side. Big mistake I see is when everybody starts to drop their chest down and then they kind of lift up using their back. It's not about how low you guys get. It's about how effective your form can be for that specific move. So our number one priority right here, form, okay? Stick with it. You've got this. We've got 8 seconds. Core is engaged up at the top. Squeeze. Woo. In 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna go into that curl to rotation in and out. Either grabbing both dumbbells or one dumbbell. Or sorry, one resistance band. All right, guys, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and curl. Out and in, and back down. So I'm gonna go back over to Kelly here. So if you guys will notice, she's using the hardest resistance band I have, and still just crushing it. By the way, good job. So if you guys have excuses at home right now, I'm gonna tell you, just watch out, because if she can do it, you can do it. You've got to commit to your goals though. These girls have been relentless over the last 4 years about their goals, and it's paying off tremendously. 4 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, Kel. All right, go ahead and set down that resistance band and dumbbell. Going into our push-up to row. Uh-oh. Are you ready? This is where the sweat just pours. All right, guys, here we go. Setting it down. Row that weight in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Set it down and then pull it up. Good. So you guys can see Kelly's using a 15-pound dumbbell right here, and she is just crushing it. So no matter what, even if you're on your knees, you can still go up in weight. So don't really worry about babying yourself with the weight. If you're on your knees, you can still go heavy because you actually have a stronger foundation being on those knees. Now, keeping that body weight forward is the challenge, right? So body weight staying forward up over the top of your hands and readjusting when you need to. We are almost done here, you guys. Katie, I hope you've been switching sides. No? Okay, good. We'll go a little bit longer. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, set it down. Holy sweat, that should be happening right now. That's shred, baby, that's what's happening. All right, we're gonna flip it over onto our backs, going into that skull crusher to bridge. Hands come up. This is like our little break here. So medium to heavy dumbbell, elbows squeeze towards each other, exhale, press. In 3, 2, 1, and go. As you lift those weights up, your hips come up too. Squeeze your butt as you lift, going into that glute bridge. If that weight is too easy, you've got to switch it out. You want to get results. You want to feel the backs of those arms really tone. And in order to do that, you have got to grab heavier dumbbells. So my ladies here, grabbing 20s, maybe even a 25. You never know. They surprise me every time with their weights. So make sure you're really pushing. I only grabbed a 10-pound weight and I'm really regretting it because it's really easy, but maybe it's not easy for you today. No matter what you're doing, just make sure you're pushing it for your own fitness level. And go ahead and press those hips up and down, grabbing that weight and pressing it up on top of the hips. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Yes, little pulses here, keeping those hips off the ground, so don't let them set completely down. Pressing through those heels, squeeze the lower core as you're lifting up to the top. And you know that hold is coming here in a second. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up with all of your might, hold and lift. Feel that burn. Can we lift a little higher, squeeze a little harder in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Place that dumbbell off to the side. Feel that little afterburn. Hello. Okay. Gracefully get yourself off the ground. I just did it like the most non-graceful way possible. All right, guys, we're gonna go into that alternating lunge. One side and then the other. Heavy dumbbells preferably. You ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So step it back and forward. Remembering those different variations that I gave you guys. If you need to keep that back leg a little straighter, lean forward into that front leg, that's okay. If you're really struggling with that balance, I encourage you to hold on to something. A chair, a countertop, a couch, something around you, even a wall, to be able to help yourself really just get that stability and that balance down before you add on weight. If you're struggling the entire time with just being able to keep yourself upright, you're not gonna get that good of a workout, so you really wanna make sure to focus in on your balance. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. All right, cardio. Boom, let's go. Come at me, bros. Reach up and out. You gotta have fun with working out, otherwise it's boring, right? 3, 2, 1, go. I don't care what leg you start with. Start with one. So Kelly was very excited to be able to do these today instead of burpees. So if you're feeling like Kelly today, I want you to bring in a little bit of gratitude for not having burpees in this workout. Same with Katie. She was like, no burpees today, no burpees. So we're doing a burpee-less workout. So even though these kind of suck too, at least you're not going down to the ground. Come on, let's jump. Maybe you do a couple with a jump and a couple with a regular one. Maybe you tap down in between, no matter what you're at. Even if you're wobbling, that's okay. In 3, 2, switch. Other side, let's go. Push it up and down. I've got crazy balance on this side, just not on the other side. So you're reaching that knee up, our hands crisscross, and then you push back and open up like you're flying away, okay? If you are falling all over the place, we are too, so it's okay. 15 seconds. It's so much harder to do it slow. You actually have to do it faster, and it becomes a little bit easier. Almost there, come on. You've got this, lift a little higher, reach. In 3, 2, 1. Whew. Slams. You ready? Catch your breath. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Throw it. Up and down. We're gonna pick up that pace this time. You are just going to be like Rocky style throwing right now. You are giving everything you've got and you are throwing with all of your might. You will exhale loudly and proudly, throwing down to the ground, and take out that stress right now. This is where the magic happens. This is not where you give up. This is where you push harder. Let's go. 5 seconds to go, ladies, come on. Big exhale, throw. 2, 1. One more move right into it. Don't even think about it, you guys, just get in that zone. Jack to hop over. 3, 2, 1. Let's hop over first, and then come into that jumping jack. Hop over, jack. Now I know this one isn't as intense, but it can be if you make it. Can we get a little lower? Jump high. Or maybe you get in the star jack there. If you're really advanced now after doing this a few times through, you really might be able to start pushing yourself and doing some different moves. Keep it up, you guys, come on. We've got 10 seconds, ladies. Let's push. Keep it going. Don't give up here, you guys, you got it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking it down to the ground. 2 moves left, you are out of here. Woo. Do not turn off this video. I see you tempted. Okay, legs out. V up. In 3, 2, single leg V up. And go. Lift it up and down. Exhale, rotate. Bring it back in. Now, the more that we can keep those elbows out, the harder it will be. So if you need to use your arms a little bit as momentum when you're first starting to get into that full V up, that's okay. But I don't want you to stay there forever. I don't want you to lose. I don't want you to only use momentum to get yourself up there. You're not gonna gain any strength doing it that way. You really wanna focus on that strength and that breath helping you get up. And switch right into it, other side. Now I know this side is harder because you've already done a few, but you've got to push through this side just as much as the other side. When you do this single leg V up, and you guys are maybe stuck at the modification for a while, I want you guys to think about lifting your upper body first and then kind of snapping that leg up there. So it's not about lifting your leg and then trying to lift your upper body. It's lifting your upper body first and then your leg. You've got this, you guys. 5 seconds, come on. In 3, 2, 1, taking those arms and legs and extending them all the way out. Oh, you made it. 25 minutes of intense work here. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Bring your knees up. Extend those legs all the way up to the ceiling for just a second, and then go ahead and bring them back down. Roll it up to a seated position here. Woo, we're gonna take one leg up and over. Feel proud of yourself, man. That was good. That was really good, you guys. Are you sweaty? Yes, we've got sweaty buddies all around here. Switch it over other side. That is the goal. You can't shred without sweating a little bit. Although there are those people that don't sweat. That is not us here today. All right, go ahead and face it forward. You guys can sit any way that feels comfortable for you. We're just gonna take one arm up and across, stretching out the shoulder here. We'll finish in a standing stance, but I'll give you a little bit more time on the ground. You're welcome. Switch it over, other side. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stand it up to the top, so whatever way you wanna get up off the ground. Taking those legs out wide, roll it down through the center. Walk your hands over to one side. Taking some deep breaths here, switching it over to the other side, cooling that system down. You did so good today. Bring it back through the center. Heel toe those feet all the way together. Bring them in. Forward fold, both legs together. Roll it on up to the top. Inhale, lift up. Exhale out. One more time, inhale. And exhale out. Good work today, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.